Hi, my name is Nitisha Jain. I work at KCL as a postdoc, and we are working in KCL as part of Muse IT for creating multimodal transformations of cultural heritage data.
So, how would you define multimodal transformation in
Right.
simple words?
Okay, so for most cultural heritage artifacts, we only have one modality. In some cases, two, but mostly one. So, let's say you have a painting, but people who don't have that sensory ability will not be able to perceive that particular artifact, so as an image. What we're trying to do here in Muse IT is to create alternative representations for these people so that they can perceive art in a different way, in a sensory representation that they would actually be able to engage in an experience. So for paintings, we want to generate audio, we want to generate braille so they can feel it, we want to generate 3D objects, and this is exactly what we have done in our project right now. Okay, so as an example, in this case, we have a cultural artifact called the bear dance. This we obtained from Wikidata. So this exists. However, what we have done is taken this textual description, which is quite limited in a way, and not everyone can perceive it and experience it, and then created images and audio for it. With an AI tool, we can generate image from text, and this is a good example of that. It won't be perfect. In this case, it's quite hilarious. Actually, we have an image that doesn't reflect everything clearly. It's not very high quality, perhaps, but we are working on improving this. The idea is that there is an additional modality now associated with the cultural artifact, which people can perceive easier than just text. Similarly, and more interestingly, we also have audio generated for these artifacts. Right. So the idea here is that we generate an audio file or a music that is representative, that matches with the artifact itself. In this case, this did seem like an upbeat bear dance. Imagine bears having a party and so on. So this is an interesting example of what can be generated automatically with the current tools available. Okay, so we have also generated 3D renders for the cultural artifacts. So this is generated from the image, and here you can see a 3D view of the same image. Again, depending on the quality of the image, the quality of 3D will not be 100% accurate. But the idea is that potentially one can take this render of the 3D object and print it with a 3D printer, and then we have something that we can actually feel. And that's a haptic representation of the same cultural artifact. So people can experience this in various different ways. The hope is to improve it, the hope is to make it more useful for people by gathering their feedback and their inputs, and then iterating and making this technology better.